Hello, Blythe, Evie, Joe, Jack, Callum, and Cadence. And a special welcome to your cousin Lucy out in Santa Monica, California. We're so happy you're listening to Story Time, Lucy. Today's story is Something Good, written by Robert Munsch and illustrated by Michael Marchenko. The first page has a picture of Taya, the main character in the story. Something Good by Robert Munsch, art by Michael Marchenko. And the dedication page says, to Taya, Andrew, Julie, and Anne Munsch, Guelph, Ontario. Maybe that's his family, you think? Okay, the story begins. Taya went shopping with her father and her brother and her sister. She pushed the cart up the aisle and down the aisle, up the aisle and down the aisle, up the aisle and down the aisle. Taya said, sometimes my father doesn't buy good food. He gets bread, eggs, milk, cheese, spinach, nothing any good. He doesn't buy ice cream, cookies, chocolate bars, or ginger ale. Do you think that her father's getting good food? So Taya very quietly snuck away from her father and got a cart of her own. She pushed it over to the ice cream. Then she put 100 boxes of ice cream into her cart. Taya pushed that cart up behind her father and said, "Daddy, look!" Her father turned around and yelled, "Yikes!" Taya said, "Daddy, good food." "Oh no," said her father. "This is sugary junk. It will rot your teeth. It will lower your IQ. Put it all back." Oh my goodness, that is a lot of ice cream. So Taya put back the 100 boxes of ice cream. She meant to go right back to her father, but on the way she had to pass the candy. She put 300 chocolate bars into her cart. Taya pushed that cart up behind her father and said, "Daddy, look!" Her father turned around and said, "Yikes!" Taya said, "Daddy, good food." Do you think it's good? "Oh no," said her father. "This is sugary junk. Put it all back." So Taya put back all the chocolate bars. Then her father said, "Okay, Taya, I have had it. You stand here and don't move." Oh my goodness. She's got to stay in one place. Look at her sister and her brother looking at her, peeking over the oranges. Taya knew she was in big trouble, so she stood there and didn't move. Some friends came by and said, "Hello." Taya didn't move. A man ran over her toe with his cart. Taya still didn't move. A lady who worked at the store came by and looked at Taya. She looked her over from the top down, and she looked her over from the bottom up. She knocked Taya on the head, and Taya still didn't move. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. The lady said, "This is the nicest doll I have ever seen. It looks almost real." She put a price tag on Taya's nose that said $29.95. Then she picked Taya up and put her on the shelf with all the other dolls. Oh my goodness, now Taya's for sale in the store. A man came along and looked at Taya. He said, "This is the nicest doll I have ever seen. I'm going to get that doll for my son." He picked up Taya by the hair. Taya yelled very loudly, "Stop!" The man screamed, "Yeah, it's alive!" And he ran down the aisle, knocking over a pile of 500 apples. Oh no. Look at Taya's sister and brother laughing at that. A lady came along and looked at Taya. She said, "This is the nicest doll I have ever seen. I think I will buy this doll for my daughter." She picked up Taya by the ear. Taya yelled as loudly as she could, "Stop!" The lady screamed, "Yeah! It's alive!" And she ran down the aisle, knocking over a pile of 500 oranges. Look at Taya's sister peeking out from behind the fruit, watching. Man, what would you do if somebody tried to pick you up from the ear? Then Taya's father came along looking for his daughter. He said, "Taya, Taya, 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 where are you? Taya, what are you doing on that shelf?" Taya said, "It's all your fault. You told me not to move, and people are trying to buy me. Wah!" "Oh, come now," said her father. "I won't let anybody buy you." He gave Taya a big kiss and a big hug. Then he went to pay the man at the cash register. Oh my goodness, she still has her price tag on her. He said, "Hey, you have to pay $29.95 for the kid. It says so right on her nose." "Wait," said the father, "this is my own kid. I don't have to pay for my own kid." The man said, "Yes, you do." The father said, "No." The man said, "Yes." The father and Andrew and Julie all yelled, "No." Then Taya said, "Daddy, don't you think I'm worth $29.95? Ooh, man, there's quite a scene at the cash register, isn't there? Well, of course you're worth $29.95, said the father. He reached into his wallet, got out the money, paid the man, and took the price tag off Taya's nose. Taya gave her father a big kiss, smirch, and a big hug. And then she said, "Daddy, you bought something good after all." Then her father picked up Taya and gave her a big, long hug and didn't say anything at all. The end. So look, it does look like she got some kind of fruity something she's got in her hand. But the best thing her daddy got was Taya. Something good. This is the picture of Robert Munsch and Michael Marchenko on the back. Remember, Robert Munsch is the writer and Michael Marchenko is the artist. And do you want to see how little the book was that I read to you today? Look at how tiny it is. But it was good for story time, wasn't it? I hope you liked it. And tomorrow we're going to be reading The Berenstein Bears Forget Their Manners. I think you'll really like it. I love you all, and I'll be with you again tomorrow for story time. Bye-bye.